Seems like everything is working now. Mic at least is getting in some sound. So back to the no limit 16 tables. That's what I was just talking about. Gonna play 2 tables of no limit 16 Zoom poker once again. Didn't play Zoom for quite a long time, and this time I'm also using a new HUD. One I'm actually not really used a lot. Use a 3-bet, nice hand, but not really playable in this situation. Gonna fold it tight. Okay, got the queens on the right table. I have started min betting on the button, so gonna use that kind of bet most of the time. He insta checks. I bet small here, 3-bet. I'm gonna fold the 5s. He checks quick. This time I'm going for value. Wanna have a bigger pot here. Now with the full house, it's actually possible. He called with a 10. I'm gonna go for a crazy overbet here. Yeah, he was on a draw, so not really much that I could have won here had I built a bigger pot before. I have played a few hands of no limit 16 up to now, probably 2k hands, something like that, 1.5k hands, don't really know exactly. You might, if you have followed me, you might ask yourself why I'm suddenly playing no limit 16 as my latest stream. I was playing no limit 5. Reason being, I have topped up my bankroll so I can comfortably play no limit 16, even no limit 50 if I want to. But of course, that's too much of a gap. I won't play that. King 8, middle position, suited. Is it an open raise from the button? Yes. Not from middle position. I know this guy, he plays very aggressive game, so no need to push it with 10-8 offsuit. Probably wouldn't even be a standard open raise in Sky Masuhashi Kiss open range. Opening preflop ranges. Here, I usually see bet top pair, good kicker, but here against this player is unknown. I will start mixing in some checks, also to induce bets from weaker hands. I do have a redraw, albeit not the strongest one. When he checks, I go for a 2/3 pot riverbet, and here I'm actually going for the isolation race. And I do even have position if he decides to call me here. The guy, I only have 8 hands on him. I would have to bet small here. However, not sure if I should counter bet. If I do, I can use a small sizing. However, the check raise, of course, is really bad. I don't know what I'm running against, but it's absolutely not sexy here, and I'm gonna play the safe way and I'm gonna fold. No need to bet on the right table. The ace is gonna hit his open raising range quite a lot. So a relatively big pot in relation, big bet in relation to the pot. Will not need to call that. Hero call that with an underpair to the board. It was a flush draw too. Yes. Ooh. Yeah, flush board. Gonna open raise the 2s, and I'm gonna fold blind versus blind 10s, 5 of suit. Why did I top up my bankroll, you might ask? Actually, it was one of the my colleagues from the Poker Forge coming into the stream 2 weeks ago, talking about how soft the games at No Limit 100 are, and that you would need a sufficient bankroll of at least 40 buy-ins to play there, but they actually seemed softer than No Limit 25, No Limit 50, so don't know which network he was talking of. Of course, that's very relevant. Now this guy here, he 3-bets so much against in the big blind. Small blind. I opt to cold 4-bet here, just because I saw this player doing that play before. It was in the small blind, not in the big blind. So probably have to mark my presence here in some way or another. Here against a tough opponent, I probably would check it back a fair amount of times, but here expect to get called by a lot of weaker aces or draws, random overcards by this kind of player, so not gonna miss a street of value. He open raises the button quite a lot. I only have 24 hands, so gonna use half pot as a small kind of c-bet here. He will not believe I have a king a lot of the times, so continue betting would be good with a weaker hand that didn't hit, and checking here might be the best play with the hand that has a fair amount of showdown value, like the pocket tens. We will see a lot of players betting that river with bluffs and random hands as well when they overbet. It strongly depends on the player. Often it's value heavy, and that would indicate on a board like this either a hand like ace-5 that made the wheel straight, or a random king that had trips here. My 10s might be good. Really thinking about hero calling him now. Yeah. Yes, the overbet, the river, he's got the betting tail here. I will try to hold on to that. Overbet, bluffs, rivers. Okay, so we're starting good here. I had to think about that hand quite a lot. Session timer at I'm just gonna put the hand in the chat so I'll find it later for when I make shorts of my live stream remarkable hands, and also for your convenience if you're getting into the live stream and looking for something interesting that just happened, you are gonna find that time. 10-10 hero calling river versus don't miss the value 3-bet here. Against the short stack he folds, against the mid stack here. And likes to call a lot. Nah, 4 hands, he's actually unknown. Not sure, I think a lot of his range, calling range, 3-bet calling range hits that board. It only gets worse on the turn. I do believe him when he bets here, and I think about calling. Can I expect a king or an ace and be good anytime ever? No, actually not. Not play too fancy here. Versus button, this guy folds 100% up to now. Well, it's always first time. I want to see if he calls here. Quite a few players I do not know in that pool. The no limit 16 pool is somewhat special just because it has from 60 hands at peak times, like now, probably on weekends it's above 100, but the times I was playing it was usually around 20 players to 40 players early in the morning here. And that's quite special. I'm thinking that I'm going to be able to build up quite a lot of history with those players in a short period of time. Also by playing 2 tables speed poker, I usually manage to make about 500 hands an hour. So a lot of what I think I have to check here. Queen 9. Yeah. Gonna bet weakish here on the smaller side, just because I can use position. Versus the check raise, in the broad ranges that we face, blind versus blind, after hitting top pair, I have a call here. and oftentimes I'm gonna face another big bet here, and I'm gonna call down here too, because what kind of hand can really be happy here? It would have been an overpair or a better 9, and if he really bluffs three streets, we will see, and play the power of position. I actually don't believe I'm behind a lot of times, so yes, if he really raised me with a hand, prime starting hand, he's gonna have me beat here. But yeah, mostly it's hands like this. Another very nice hand. Ooh. Session timer at Queen 9 suited, passive, blind, defend. Sorry for the noises. I tend to forget I have a mute button on my microphone. Two opponents here. One checked and this is a small stack. The other one has position on me. Wow. Need to bet here with the nice hand I have. Against that bet, picking up a lot of equity on the turn. I do call. Pretty sure I'm behind here versus some kind of queen. Probably after not hitting my draw, I can actually fold against what would be a bluff catcher hand. 3 to win 14. Guys, hi. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, he had the queen. But it was an odds call here on the river. I was leaning towards the fold. Seems quite random. We are deep here. I can play in position with a hand that plays really well when deep stacked. He opens on the button. Wow, I hit pretty well here. I make it look like the ordinary float bet. I do think I can bet small here and get a call from a queen. Don't really think he's gonna believe I have the 6. It's also possible that he... Or could he have a 2 pair? I do believe my 6 is good, but I don't want to raise any further. His 2 pair was dominated, so we could have probably played for stacks here. Wow, the action is just really picky here. Ooh, don't want to miss the queens. I was just trying to post a streaming link in the Discord. And I get 3-bet here. Nice board. Probably have to go broke here. Gonna let him c-bet. Do I raise? No, I just call. Another nice card, although the jack is in his 3-bet range with pocket jacks. He could have made go for a little over half pot here. It looks bluffy. He's gonna make me a hard time if he has aces. Probably could have just check called that river, because someone that 3-bets an early position opener usually has the goods. So we get coolered a little bit, but it's okay. I do like my bet on the river still. He convinced me having a rather weak hand in the end. Still have to get used to that new heart. If used correctly, it's a really strong piece of software. I hope he's got the ace here. I really hope he does, but not the poker pair faces. Unfortunately, he doesn't. Not gonna call called here, although 3-bet values are not that big in the positions behind me, so we are going to 3-way that flop. I'm latest to act. A flop that is really dangerous, and a lot of players probably will have a piece of that board, so I check behind. If both check, I'm gonna try steal that pot. Out of position on the left table in a 3-bet pot, I'm gonna check call. Now there wasn't a bet from him in position, so I try stepping at the pot. Here comes a possible flush and straight card. Not sure what to do. Get the free card here. And he rivers me. What did we have? I missed the showdown. Okay. Took another pot down. It was a check then. I remember right. Okay. Okay for me. Let's update the graph. Seems like this guy likes to overcall. I already have a mark on him for being a recreational player, aka fish. I have to say that the new hunt in this regard is a little worse than it was before, because seeing what kind of player I'm facing at a single glance, that was easier with the old HUD, because I had VPIP, PFR and 3-bet values right there from the start, and now PFR is broken into different raise first in stats, because a cold 4-bet also goes into the preflop raise statistic, I guess. But what we actually want to know is how often do people open up the pot from which positions around the tables. If they do gradually play more hands, or if they have all the same hand range wherever they play. In other words, if they are positional aware or not. And this HUD here actually has it really nice. Let's find the player I have more than 100 hands on. This guy here. I have a statistic showing showing how he opens. Raise first in, early position, middle position, cut off button, so he's a very, very active player. Gonna check here, and I'm gonna check fold that river versus this guy. Gonna lose always, or almost always, but that's okay. Yeah, open raise here. He should fall quite a lot, but I only have 13 hands on him. And here I have the mandatory set mind call with my pocket threes, flopping the bottom end of an open-ended straight draw on a not very dangerous board. Do these players give me the odds to continue here? Not gonna get fancy on this board. Just gonna hope my king high makes it to the showdown. Could give myself the odds to go to the river with that block bet here. Don't think an ace is going to raise me all too often. But if yeah, talking about that, I get proven wrong immediately. Which is actually pretty sad, because now I can't have no way of calling this, but I want to see how the hand ends. Here, this guy button, he opens 50%. I'm gonna gonna 3-bet him with my lower 3-bet, my lower 3-bet value here. Very interesting flop. I have to play it out of position. Don't want to check here. Hoping I get a chance to see the turn, which is actually brick. And I would check a lot of my range here. Would I check back aces? Probably yes. So I'm gonna check here, see if he floats me. Remember, I have the king for second outs, or to make the nuts here. And now I'm actually having that straight, so I try to get value here. Of course, king queen has me beat for the better straight, and would raise me And if I run into a race against this player, probably would be okay to fold it, because king queen would be in his 3-bet calling range. Yes, I take down the pot, another 50 BB pot. Timer 28:30. Three bet AQ4 50 BB pot. Timing out, of course, when I try to get the timestamps in. It's gonna help me. It's gonna help you. I hope it's some kind of service, because you can actually rewind here. It's YouTube. Do that. And if you like coming into the stream and seeing that there's somebody playing, grinding, and still provide you with the findings of nice spots, then hit that like button. It's gonna help me a lot. Yeah, and it's free. Doesn't cost you a cent, but helps a lot. The channel has about 70, 75 subscribers up to now. So, is this a single raise pot? How did I get into that pot? I must have been big blind. That's strange. So yeah, if you're here for the first time, I do have more than 80% of my viewers that come here. They come for the first time. They are not subscribers. So if you're one of those, it's time to change. Not only leave that like, but also leave that subscribe. So you're gonna, if you hit the bell, then you're gonna get the message when there's the next live stream. And that could be an interesting thing if I continue streaming in NL16. There's not a lot of content out there on that level. So player analysis is a tight player, so actually could have made it smaller just to induce some action from him. Probably an error to bet that high, almost pot size, with the set of trees that wants action. Ace 9, cutoff. Yes, it's going in the open raising range. Down to Ace 8. So borderline hand, probably not very plus CV to open it, but we didn't run into a 3-bet, and so stealing the blinds also helps pushing the win rate. Session 33 minutes. Playing Zoom, there's just a lot more action going on. Gonna risk here playing versus that guy, because in a big blind he 3-bets quite a lot. Right table, I'm going to call, see a flop 3 ways, and here my weak ace, I'm gonna check back to balance my checking range. He's gonna start firing a lot of times, but when he doesn't, it's time for me to bet. Should I bet my gut shot here? No. He did call me. Not sure if I get called by worse aces here, so I'm gonna check behind, see his hand. Yeah. Battle of the weak aces. Ace-7 versus Ace-9. Yeah, nice play of him. He kind of followed the same logic as I did. Didn't want to overplay his hand. I, for my part, probably wouldn't have called out of position with Ace-9. What does the starting hands chart say? Big blind. 3-bet values, 10s, Ace-Jack plus, King-Queen. Call. From the suited aces it's down to Ace-8 suited and Ace-10 offsuit. So I, for my part, yeah, would have my gut feeling to not call with Ace-9 offsuit. 4 into 6. Do not get the direct odds here to call, but I do have the redraw to my... Probably have to bet here, rep the flush that I have, but I can probably make all better hearts except the nut heart, ace of hearts, fold. So here when he check raises me, I have to say, nice hand my friend, got me here, got me good. Would like to know more about this player because that's an interesting play. Because in my less aggressive days I used to check back a lot of rivers, and I do feel like how do you say, population on no limit 5 and no limit 10 does that too. They just don't value bet enough on rivers. He only folds 50% of versus 50% of C bets when in position, which is the case now. And when he bets that big, I'm just gonna let it go. Against the min raise, I'm gonna make it 7.5, adapt to the raise sizes, just to get some better risk reward. 7.5 out of position probably is on the lower side, but I can live with a call, and I can also live with a 4-bet here, and probably will push over it. Another 3-bet here. That's the guy that likes to 3-bet his big blind. No, I'm not gonna get fancy. But we were both deep, so I would have had the odds to call for set value, still get 11 times what he raises out of him. Ace-6, is this a bluff? 3-bet? Yep, it is. Get called here by this guy. Not gonna see bet. The board is just too dangerous for calling ranges. And I'm looking weak here, but I'm gonna fold. It's a really, really weak board. And I should have a check calling range here. And I think I do have that with my 3 bets from the small blind, from big blind. Because I do have, tens is a bad example because that would be quads. But I do have 9s, probably 8s some portion of the time versus a button raiser. Also 7s, I think, from time to time. So these hands would be in a check call range here, because I would not want to bet and then fold versus a raise on that dry board with hands like this. So I do have a check calling range at least. If I wouldn't, then my play would be perfectly spewy and exploitable. This time I'm gonna use the mute button when I take a drink. Frequent 3-better here in the cutoff. Probably a little loose to open ace-9 suited here. Ace-jack is also a little borderline. This guy in position versus me last time outplayed me. This player, probably a female player at least from the picture. When he checks on this board, we're gonna bet small some portion of the time. Not gonna check back every top pair in situations like this. I did it twice. This time I wanted to have c-bet fired. Gonna need a little break here. Probably gonna come back after a break of about 5 to 10 minutes for another 20-30 minutes of play. This time I'm gonna defend passively because ace-9 suited is going to be in a calling range. Yes. This bet is strange and will get raised a lot by someone that has value here, and that's enough to scare me away from that flop. 10-9 suited would have been an open raise, but I'm gonna sit out here, come back after a short break, so the tables are gonna breaking down next time. I do have I do play on the button. Yeah. Be right back. Here I am, back on track. Hope there's still someone around. If so, say hello. After all, should be some interaction here. If you're new after the break, I posted the link in a Discord forum. I'm active. Sky Matsuhashi's place. Oh, I don't like that session timer did go to 0. Well, however. Ace Jack under the gun. Have to double check. No, it's not in the open raising range of the Kiss 6 max starting hands chart. So tight is right from the early positions at least. You can find, based on my entries in the chat, and I do think you can still see them even if you joined late, you can find places where that session timer, here, down here, where that session timer was at a certain time, when a nice hand happened. And I tried to indicate also what's happening. Now we have, after the reboot of the session timer, pocket queens, middle position, probably no action. This guy, I only have 4 hands on him, he's unknown. No action, no satisfaction. Graph of today's hands. You should be able to see that on the bottom right. 500 hands in. Not much happened in the last 100 hands, I'd say. Probably 80 hands. New hot. I do have players that I know. Both tend to fold here in the small blind when the big blind opens, and here in the big blind when the button opened. But I get the call here and a dry board. A dry board I would hate to be raised upon if I c-bet here. Gonna bet, but if he's smart, he will start checking back hands like pocket 10s, pocket 9s, and value town me here like that. But if he does that with hands like queen jack, something like that, then it's exploitable. But after 2 checks on a board like this, I do need to bet a really big part of my range, even the ones that have showed on money. Not gonna bluff 3-bet here. Also, I'm not gonna continue playing here. I do think in a small blind, queen jack. Yeah, what's the worst queen here that can call? King queen offsuit in the small blind is a call. Queen jack offsuit is a fold. Personally, I wouldn't even like to call the queen jack. A lot of times I do think that you need to hit the board pretty hard and have someone that bluffs or bets hands weaker than king top pair, queen top pair to really extract enough value. We were actually having a discussion about spots like this, cold calling raises in the blinds with someone that uses GTO solvers, a topic that I'm absolutely not familiar with yet. I don't even know the software. I don't even know how these work. I just know that they're freaking expensive with monthly fees, at least from what I've seen. Versus small blind, this guy folds a lot. So let's try with a hand like queen 8 suited. I'm pretty sure Queen 8 suited would be in the small blinds range to open. I do have both hands to open here, what a stress. 3-bet from this guy, he's not even full stack. This is his first 3-bet here against the button. Another 3-bet. Does he 3-bet a lot? No. Don't really have any 3-bet stats on him. And I don't like the hand to call out of position, especially gonna find the disciplined fold here. Queen 10 probably is still, King 10 suited probably is still a fold here. Starting in the cutoff, but I'm not in the cutoff here, so lean towards the tighter. But what I'm astonished of is 10-9 suited actually is an open raise from any position, from early position to wherever you sit at the table. You're allowed to open raise, even inclined to. Do I check here to balance my how many in position? Float flop. I think. No. Now we're gonna start betting. Board is very coordinated. We have a 2-pair. I do want a value. Doesn't like to fold this guy. I didn't open raise a hand that it's clear open raise from the small blind because of that. Is there anybody here that uses GTO solvers for their play? If so, what limits are you playing? I would be interested in that. This guy is very active. 20 cents, 38 buttons. I mean, this is going to be a 3-bet against the tag. Let's see if he gets fancy here. This is a real tough spot here. Out of position. He folds out of position in heads up pots. Don't know about 3-bet pots. 2-bet. I need 3-bet flops. If I check now, my hand is face up. No, he's too reasonable here for me to play fancy poker. I'm gonna lose that hand when I get to showdown. Can't imagine him beating me here. But am I able to bluff him here? He won't believe me anything. He wanna read me for a pocket pair below kings. Just get the check back and lose against pocket 5s. No pocket 9s. Probably should have fired that second barrel. It's hard to play in 3-bet pots, still, always. Not something I would consider my strongest play. But we will again have a 3-bet pot here. And probably here too, if someone opens. I think I can 3-bet to only 9 BBs here. No, let's make it 10. This is the guy that had a very interesting river with me here. Oh man, minraise. What is that? 4-bet. 4-bet. How many instances? I'm gonna look bad, I know it, but I'm gonna push here. Yes! I'm dominating him, but how can you min-raise 4-bet? King, queen. Oh my god. Gonna fold the left table. After break, session, timer, 10:30, 5-bet, all in. Ace queen off versus I don't know how I'm gonna call this player after I've seen him call my 5-bet shove with king queen offsuit. I'd say he's just a crazy player, but I didn't know that before. I just knew he had a high frequency of 4-bets and I wanted to stand back there, not stand back, stand against that tendency. This time I'm gonna open raise 10-9 suited, jack 10. I think it's a fold here still. I have 2 short stacks here and I do have to make an odds call. Luckily it's not it's the no preflop calling challenge, because this here can still be a plus EV call. God shot. Ooh. Picked up some equity. I could consider betting small so I can still have a fold against these guys. The bigger one folds now against that here. This player probably would really have to think about calling his 20 BB shove with the equity I have in the pot and the kind of hand strength I'm gonna assign him. But okay, both players fold. You can easily semi-bluff the short stacks here at no limit 16, as it seems. Unknown player here for me. Queen jack suited. And this guy, he does that a lot. He likes to min-raise. Where is it? Searching for the right pop-up. Yeah, he min-raises from the small blind and from the cutoff. No, cutoff. Not gonna play here. But he opens from early position and from middle position, 3 BBs. He mixes this up in the cutoff, and in the button and small blind he has these small min raises. Okay, that's what I like about this HUD. I really like. Here we're deep, I have pocket threes, can close the action. No set, no bet. Four people are watching. Greetings to you all. Thanks for being here. I have to sit up now. There's audience in the room. Interestingly enough, 3-bet size. Here I hit the board, I do not hit the top pair, and gonna under-rep my hand by checking a second time. When he pots it, there's now a hand that could open raise and call my 3-bet that has me beat, which is ace jack. Also any king has me beat, and for any jack I can make the nuts, except of the jack of diamonds. There's just too many combinations out there that probably beat me, and against this sizing I will have to fold, make a crying fold here. Because that queen looked so nice. But then we get the aces. What was it? Probably around 1630. Whoa. No, miss it. Almost missed it. Here this guy could now push. It would be nice. No action against my ISO raise. But I'm up for the day. $600 hands in now. Gonna fold here. Did my open raise against the tag. Can I make a tag fold here after he checks twice? Against this king, probably I could. So if I don't bet here, I'm gonna lose the hand. And if he has the king, he will call. But if he doesn't, has a pocket pair of nines or something, he's gonna fold a lot of times. Hahaha, not this time. Yeah. Could have taken the free showdown. We do still get the limpers. I tag them immediately. Defaults to small blind opens in the big blind quite a lot. I have 74 hands on him. No deviation here. Two unknowns in the blinds, not gonna steal with 5-6 offsuit. Ace 5 could be a bluff, 3-bet. I don't want to ISO here because I have to play out of position, and I will not make better aces fold. Now I try building the pot, just in case I hit the wonder card. Also gonna call the re-raise. Now the board pairs, so I make a flush, the Nutflush, but there's the possibility of quads and full houses here. We would need a pocket pair of threes, pocket pair of queens, pocket pair of jacks. He could have any of these holdings for a limp. I'm not confident enough to shove over him, but I'm gonna call. Yeah, but he has the full house. My read was correct. Could I have just check called here? Yes, I could. But we'll have to analyze, but I don't immediately think there's a mistake in the river play, because I think there's a lot of trash in his range that will call the 5 BBs or what I put there. Any top pair, any 2 pair will call. But of course he had a 2 pair and rivered the boat, and then, of course, luckily I saw that and didn't make it overly crazy. Gonna play the hand passively here for once. Gonna underwrap my hand, but probably not sure if I will raise a c-bet when he bets that big. Board is so dry. If I raise, I'm gonna scare off so many hands. I will just call, see what he does. If he checks, I will take up the betting lead and often take down the pot too. But if he continues betting, I'm gonna have to think about raising. Now here I can bet small and still keeping in the hand, but not even a 1/3 bet makes that accomplishes that, so it was a pure bluff. Probably no equity for him in the hand and he gave up. This guy, 24 raise first in, 20% from early position. Here, I guess in the starting hands chart, this is going to be a call in the button ace versus an early position open. Yes. Probably too often I tend to call. Wow. I hit the wonder card here. Gut shot straight. Gut shot that hits to the straight. And he probably had a small poker pair or something that missed completely. So he immediately checked and unfortunately couldn't extract value there. King 7 suited could be an open. Nope. Difficult here. Not sure if I want to c-bet that board. No, I will check call here at least once. When the second jack hits, I'm confident that I'm ahead sometime. He probably would have bet the jack if he had one on the flop, so I'm gonna discount that from his holding. That river completes some draws. 8-9 gets there. The flush draw, if he had one on the turn, gets there. Yeah, he checks back. He checks back. Was thinking shortly about some kind of block bet here that could even extract some value against other holdings that are not nuttish and would raise. But checking here is okay. Nope, we are not going to have a family pot here. He doesn't like to fold against 3-bet, so yes, once again, Zinedine Zidane likes to call. 8-9 gut shot here, no redraw other than that, 2 overcards, but the bet is too strong and he's not having enough behind, so yeah, if you really want to, let's play it with the aces. What is it? 28, 20. Aces, pre-flop, all in. What was that? It was nice, and I did have a 293 three-way. 293 BB pot. Beautiful. Beautiful. I hope someone was there to witness that, because it could be the biggest pot I've ever played here. And so some cooldown music probably is the right thing now. If somebody's there and saw that beautiful pre-flop all-in three-way with aces versus jacks and versus ace-king, please leave a comment here. Wow, here because it suited my hand, I could actually think about calling, and I will call. I'm deep with both. Wow. I want to raise here just because ace queen beats ace king now. But it's dangerous because I lose to the wonder queens and I cannot talk. I need to play. No, I'm not gonna play here for stacks. If he has pocket fours, I'm looking so dumb here. I will give up this hand. Wow. 31. Wow, and I get kings immediately after. 30. Yeah, when he donk bets here, I'm gonna raise him immediately with my kings. I wanna know where I'm at. And I wanna build a pot. That's probably the even bigger reason why I'm raising up. Interesting open raising size, 5 BB, just off the line. I'm actually gonna do something weak here. I'm gonna sit out my next blind just because I'm not a very good deep stack player and I would hate to lose. To lose 250 BB stack. Button versus 3-bet from the blinds. Call king queen suited, king 10 suited, king queen offsuit. I have queen jack only, so I'm gonna fold. Really broad these ranges here. Not sure if it's the correct ranges for all those levels. Three-way flop, no hit here, no ace high hand, only king high. No need to bluff here. He's thinking about betting his ace, and he probably should have, because the result will be the same, but he probably could have made some more money. Well, he hadn't the ace, he had the worst possible poker pair. Now I have a 2 pair, I'm gonna bet out pot. Will not get called very often. That's the new graph. Up. It's going up, and it's going up nicely. 1632, 2.5 stacks up. Two and a half stacks for the day. 685 hands. Streaming time of 1 hour and 1.5 hours. And the 685 hands. That's it. So, thank you for watching. I see that my subscriber count just got up, which is really nice. Thank you if you hit the subscribe button, if you hit the like button. That's beautiful. It helps me out a lot. And probably should make something like a prize or a challenge if you guys start to come out of your lurking stage and interact in the chat. Would be great. But still, thanks to my new subscribers, thanks to the old ones, anybody that dropped in and stayed for a few minutes. Hope you had fun, hope you did see some nice hands, especially the one probably was the biggest pot I ever played here on Pokerstars, 200, almost 300 BB, 3-way preflop all-in. Wow. All that and more tonight. I'm gonna make some shorts out of that. They will come within the next weeks, and probably gonna stream next Thursday once a week. Come back another day. Thank you.